right, today we're going to be doing page 118 of the Engineering Design and Graphics with SolidWorks 2016 workbook. You have you have 5 parts to make. P2 118, P2 19, P2 20, P2 21, and P2 22. And I will do the first one, P2 18, because that looks like the most difficult one to do. So let's go ahead and we'll get started with this. Open SolidWorks. This will be in millimeters. I'm going to go under view. I'm going to make this larger. View and increase the size of that. One more time. That looks good. Move this over a little bit. All right, this is in millimeters. Okay. Let's go ahead. SolidWorks. We'll do this on the front plane. And we'll see, let's start with our center lines, our lines for construction. We have a couple of them going on here. We have a distance here of 45, distance of 50 over. So sketch, click on sketch, center lines, 150 across. This looks symmetrical, so it's probably 150 this way too. So let's have a line down here. This is in millimeters. I already have mine set in millimeters. So there we go. Draw this across this way. So we have these two. And then we're going to draw a line across, a nice horizontal line here. We're going to smart dimension the distance between these lines to be 45 millimeters. All right, 45 mm. And then we have a line over here, which is 50 millimeters. So let's go ahead and draw that center line up and down here. Center line. Make it vertical. And then smart dimension it between this line I clicked and this line I clicked, and that's going to be 50 millimeters. All right, so we have these. This is where we're going to put our first circle. There's 4 of them, and they have 24 millimeter diameter. So a circle. Start right here. And smart dimension that to be 24 millimeters in diameter. And this one's going to be out farther. Circle. Smart dimension this to be 24 millimeters in diameter. All right, we have an ellipse. Both of these ellipses. Looking at this distance between here and here, 150. I click here. This is 140 across here. So 140 up and down, 150 across. We have a couple ellipses that we're going to put in there. All right, so let's do that. Let's zoom out a little bit. I'm rolling on the mouse to zoom out a little bit. And here we have our ellipses. We're going to do with a center ellipse. And we're going to start in the center point. And I'll bring this up to something like that, and then we're going to put it like this. All right, so you'll notice it's not exactly what we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick these 2 points. All right, so I click here, so I deselected, and then I'm going to do add relations, and I want this point and this point to be vertical. All right, so there you go. So you have these vertical. So now it looks like that. That's good. Deselect again. I just clicked right there to deselect, and then I'm going to smart dimension this. Let's see what we got here. We have it close to 30. So right here, 30 degrees. Oh, those two are 30 degrees from each other. All right, so let's just leave that right there. Let's look at, this is 140, right? So this is 140 from top to bottom, so we can do that. All right, so I'm going to click on this guy. I'm going to click on this point here. This is click on that point. Now let me select it. All right, so let's do this. Edit, undo. We got this number here. We want to get rid of that. Edit, undo, sketch dimensions. Okay. So let's go ahead and try this again. Smart dimensions. All right, so we have top one. So we want this to be 70. So this is our radius from this point all the way to the top. So if we want this to be 140, we're going to want that to be 70. So we got 70 millimeters right there. All right, so that's 70. And trying to see if there's any radial distance between the two. I guess we just put an angle in between these two when we do that. Looking at all these measurements. All right, so let's go get our second, okay? Let's go get our second ellipse. And we're going to start in the center again. Center point ellipse. And we're going to come out, I'm rolling out on my mouse. I don't want to lock in anywhere. All right, so I got this horizontal. And then I bring this down. Right around there is fine. All right, and then this is 150, which means that our distance across here should be 75 millimeters. All right, so we have the shape right here. We're going to do our trim entities. Our trim the closest. We want to get rid of this guy, and 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 this guy. And that point, we'll leave it there. Oh, and then this guy and this guy. All right, so now we have the shape. Let's see if we can do a angle between these ellipses. All right, so I'm going to click over here to deselect this. I don't know why that's red. Smart dimension from here to there. It's not letting us do a angle in those two. All right, so we'll leave that at that. Let's create all this and then figure out what it is we wanna have here with these ellipses. It looks pretty close to it. So what we want to do is let's use our mirror entities. All right, get rid of this. And I want to mirror this around there. Mirror about that line right there. Hit OK. And then mirror entities. I want to select this circle and mirror it about that line right there. All right, so we have everything done except for this shape in the middle. All right, so let's move this over here. So we have 5 millimeter right across here. We have a 5 millimeter. I don't know what you want to call it. A slot, I guess. 5 millimeter slot. And we have a circle with a radius of 40. All right, so we have a circle with a radius of 40, and then we have a 5 millimeter slot right on top, and then all the way around it. A height of 2.5, and there's 18 of them. All right, so let's start with our circle. That's going to be the easiest thing to do. So we select our circle, we come right here in the middle, and then we're going to make a circle for construction. And let's smart dimension this. All right, 40, diameter 40 millimeters. Oh, what happened there? Oh. All right, so this, oh, I hit 400, 4,000. All right, 40 millimeters. I don't know what happened there. All right. Let's select our front plane. All right, so there you go. 40, we're going to make this for construction. Click on it here. All right, so for construction. So this is 40 millimeter diameter, and it's for construction. And now we're going to do our plug. In the bottom part is a circle, and this 2.5 up and down and 5 across is going to be on top of it. So let's go ahead. Actually, yeah, we're going to do this for construction. Okay. So let's go ahead, and we have our regular line tool, and I'm zooming in here. I'm going to pick this center line, and I'm going to come out a distance here of 2.5 from the center. So smart dimension this. And this is 2.5 millimeters. All right, and then in order to, well, let's do this first. Then I'm going to draw another line from here to that circle. I want it to be straight up and down. There you go. So I got this line, I'm zooming in here, and it's attached to here. And I'm going to smart dimension this, and this is 2.5 millimeters up, 2.5 millimeters. All right. So now that I have that, I am going to mirror entities this. I'm going to click on this line, and I want to mirror it about this line, and hit OK. All right, so I have this plug right here, and what I want to do is I want to now do a circular pattern. All right, so 12 of these, right? All right, 12. Come on, 12. All right, so it says 18. I'm sorry, 18. Keep going up. 18. All right, so 18 of them. So I got 18 of them. I hit OK. So I have all of these up here. And I started with a circle for construction, but I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm going to use that circle. And then I'm going to, let's zoom out. Everything looks like it fits okay. Great. So now I'm going to use the trim entities. And it's on trim to closest. There you go. I'm going to come by here and just snip all this stuff off. Snip, snip. 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 And then on this side. Let me see down here today. Then this side right here. All right, good. All right, so we have this shape. Now, boy, it looks perfect to me. I'm trying to see if there was any more information. So we have these ellipses, and everything looks good. So let's just go ahead. We want a thickness of 12. Feature, extrude boss base, 6 millimeters. All right, and there you go. There's our part right there. That looks good. All right, so there's our part right there, and it has all the measurements. So file, this is P218, file, save as, part P2-18, save, file, make drawing from part, pick the first one, a landscape, hit OK. I'm going to make this full size. This is just a trimetric view, which I like. Once again, I always like to use this, and I think I'm going to change the custom size, make it a little, that looks perfect. Move it up right there. All right, so that's good. Annotation, put my name. You can change the font to anything you want. You go ahead and do that. Make it larger. Make it bold. Pick any font you want. All right. Looks good. Okay. File, save. This looks good. File, print. Use OneNote for Windows 10. Hit OK. Clicking. Handouts. Put in your handouts. And there it is. All right, so we got P2 or part P2-18. There it is. It's all saved. Go back to 118. All right, so make this. So now we did the first one together. I did it for you, and then you just follow my instructions. You go ahead and do P2-19, P2-20, P2-21, and P2-22 by yourself, and then you'll be completed with page 118.